Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The ground, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
third down. Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And some space here. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss? Gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. You.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Going right side here, and that's complete. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They run with Logan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
All right, now look at 57. 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Rudolph. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ellis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Rudolph now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
This is Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
2nd down, Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. And now running right through it. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. That's Ellis. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, Rudolph. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On the run, this is Hunt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
to the air. Rudolph on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And the Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Bulldozes past him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Set! Blue landing!
And they'll let the fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you'd think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there, handed to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh.
Hey. 4 down. Watch 84.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Now it's Hunt. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run high, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mayfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Rudolph. He gives it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Green 39.
And they'll run it here. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now let's go. 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they'll go on the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're